Welcome to the module on social circles and consumer behavior. Let's dive in. We're going to be looking at tribes because the tribes we're making, they're becoming ever more niche. And the reason for that has to do a lot with technology. Now, I want to start off with a few examples in the realm of dating because believe it or not, only 2% of people are satisfied with their dating app. Yet there's 50 million people on Tinder, about 25 million on Bumble, and there's 2,700 dating websites worldwide. I mean, there's something for everyone, whether it's Amish dating or gluten-free singles. Despite this, interest in dating apps has continued to rise and is predicted to continue to rise. That's why we see brands utilizing a new realm of hyper-personalized matchmaking, the use of algorithms and AI technology to match us on behavioral characteristics. Now, this isn't how close you live to someone or if you have people in common, it's do you have hobbies in common? What are the things that make you who you are and what similarities might you have with someone else? This is a much more sophisticated way of dating. Tinder already knows this very well. With their super like feature, they record what features you do and don't like in others and keep that in mind to show you similar types of people, whether they have freckles, glasses, light hair, or dark. And then we have Pheromore. They take your genetic makeup, look at your pheromones and what pheromones you would pair up with your potential love match. It's a very scientific way to date. On top of that, we have platforms like Hinge, which have all sorts of questions to better educate people on who you are and show little bits and pieces of your personality. In the future, this may be the de facto way that Gen Z connects with one another, but not just romantically, through mentorships, travel buddies, or even friends. We call this swipe expansion, where swiping is being expanded into all corners of consumer life. One example of a brand that's doing this so well is Bumble. This is an image from their latest South by Southwest interactive exhibit. They wanted to really highlight their 3 different business lines. Not only Bumble, which is their dating app, Bumble Business, which is their business networking app, and Bumble BFF, their app for making new friendly connections. This is what their exhibit looked like. It was amazing because there were complimentary cocktails, ways to network with new people, both on a personal and business level. And they even have lectures from important guest speakers from a wide variety of different industries. Experiences are meant to be shared. Now, I want to talk about a tribe we share a lot of experiences with, and that's our family. A lot has changed in family life if you look at a few decades ago to today. We used to see a lot of single earning households. Today, we're much more likely to have a dual earning household than a single earning one. On top of that, the nuclear family, they used to reign supreme. But now we're seeing more diverse families, stylistically, ideologically, who are all cohabitating together. Marriage used to be the gold standard, but now many more are embracing singledom. And those wanting to get married are doing less of those young puppy love marriages and getting married a little bit later in life. Now we have this brand new phenomenon called the Boomerang Kids as well. You know, the kids that moved out of their parents' basements just to move right back in. But before you roll your eyes, note that it's resulted in a lot of closer relationships, particularly between millennial and boomer parents. On top of that, it's financial and emotional support that goes both ways. It's great having 24-hour tech support when you have your millennial living at home. And lastly, the stigma is gone. Housing prices are through the roof, yet wages haven't gone up to the same extent. This has left a lot of millennials living at home with their parents, so it's not out of the ordinary to be doing something like that in this day and age. We also see this phenomenon of helicopter parents who acted like they were happy when their kids were ready to fly the coop, but had a bit of issues dealing with that. And that's why today we have 1 in 5 American households as multi-generational households. Now, this is something new to North America, but it's been something that has been widespread through various parts of the world. People know the benefits of sharing resources with their family members. Brands have now also hopped on this trend with something we call family branding, utilizing the family unit to better sell products and market them. Now, I warned you in the introduction of this module that I'd be talking about the Kardashians, and here they are. They are a brand all about family. In fact, Kim Kardashian has recently used her grandmother and her mother in her recent marketing campaigns. Even chart-topping rappers like Drake are using people like his dad to help hawk products and goods. This is an ad for his Virginia Black whiskey. Families are closer than they ever have been before. There's something to be celebrated, not ashamed of. People are sharing their parents, their cousins, and their siblings online on their YouTube channels. And while family units have changed, they're still family units. Intact, they've just evolved to be something a little bit different than they were previously. Thank you for joining me on this Social Circles module on consumer behavior. Now we have a few workshop questions for you. How could your brand foster more meaningful relationships amongst your advocates? And how can you create more impactful shared experiences for your brand's tribe?